You feel like you're alone, Will?
What?
Do you have a soulmate?
Define that.
Somebody who challenges you.
What do you look for in a partner? I'm not in an okay state of mind right now.
It is the most wonderfully awful feeling.
I'm obsessed right now. Every single cell in my brain set on fire, singing the same song, singing the same lie, inebriated, intoxicated, infatuated. And I know I should just go sleep, but I'm scared when I wake it'll all be a dream. I'm scared that I'll go back to being scared, that I'll wake and try to hide it away in some hole. Twigs, branches of reason, forming crude shelter under moonlit sky. Thoughts like, if I say I love you, is it you I love? The absolute singularity of you? Or is it your qualities, your beauty, your intelligence? Only to realize how useless these thoughts are. Only for the coming day's wind to blow it all down again. Alright, so I recorded this video, I made these edits last night, right? And I literally said, I don't want to sleep because I think these feelings might all go away, right? And then I woke up today and I made the other video, the video I just posted today. Felt really good about it, even though it was relatively simple, editing wise. Very, very simple. I literally just picked out clips from Evangelion, right? There wasn't even a second show. But after I had a call with a friend yesterday, and then I started working on this video before that call, and then after that call a little bit, and then I made the Evangelion video. And I feel like just realizing I was in such a down bad state when I worked on this video yesterday. I've been in such a down bad state for the last 2 weeks. 2 weeks has it been? Just completely my mind taken over, right, by this person. And I told myself over and over again, I don't ever want my mind to be dominated like that ever again by anybody. I'm not going to let that happen. But of course it's going to happen, right? That's kind of what crushing is, limerence is, maybe even falling in love. I don't know if it's that, right? So I was working on this thing I have here that you watched, I guess, a minute of, and just trying to get those feelings out onto the video editor, right? And I said, if I go to sleep, I'm worried these feelings will fade. And then I woke up today, I did my run, I met up with a friend to just talk, have deep conversation, and during that talk, I think I really tried to live out the words I put in that Evangelion video today, where I want my words not to be analysis. I want them to be art. I want them to be love. And I think when I do that, I feel like a complete person. I feel like I don't need love when I can give love, right? I feel like I'm complete even without somebody else. Why do I feel this? What was these insane thoughts running through my mind yesterday, the day before yesterday, just having this person's laugh, their smile, their eyes, their hair, their clothes, right? The way they talk just echo in my brain over and over again. It's such a wonderful, inebriated feeling, right? You're so freaking high on, let's call it love, because I don't have a better word for it, right? You're so high on it, and it's so wonderful, and yet I look back on it, it's what was I doing? And because it's so painful. It's so painful when they don't like you back, and I don't think this person likes me back. I don't think they do. If maybe they're mildly interested at best, but I don't think they do. And if I'm honest, do we vibe? Do we vibe when I actually hang out with this person? Obviously it's a group setting, but even then, do we vibe? No, not really. She's cool. I think she's really cool. She's really pretty, right? She's really pretty, right? She does some cool things with her life, right? But can I actually just sit down and connect with this person in a way I find meaningful, that adds something to my life besides just infatuation, right? No, not right now, at least. Maybe in the future, right? I'm not going to rule it out. I'm going to keep hanging out, probably, right? Why not? She's a cool person, but So why am I literally have footage of this. I'll put it on the screen of like just you know, feeling awful that like I can't connect with this person, that she doesn't want to hang out with me one-on-one, right? Or at least it seems like that. And then there's some like, you know, but like I don't really know what's going on there. It's like there's this scarcity complex, because there's just, you know, as an adult, how do you meet people? Besides the dating apps? And nobody, okay, I don't want to say nobody, but everybody I have met that I'm close to right now, and probably have ever been close to, does not like dating apps. Just fundamentally does not enjoy this thing. I think I'm so happy right now. I feel like, because I've been telling myself that, you know, after obsessing over a different person for the past year, then getting rejected and losing my mind for like a month, right? Losing my mind, not really losing my mind, right? It would have been even worse if I didn't get rejected. I just held on to the feelings and didn't say anything, right? And losing my mind is a strong way of putting it, but just like really like having to grapple with like feelings, right? Like what do I do with these feelings that have no closure? And I told myself I would never limmer like that again. I would never, you know, fall into these one-sided, completely almost parasocial relationships with a video I've created in my mind that doesn't actually exist, right? This image is, you know, I even saw a reel they called it this future with a person that doesn't actually exist, right? And feeling that loss, completely imaginary yet completely real. I'm just thinking, I don't ever want to do that to myself ever again, right? It's not fair to the girl either, that I'm placing all this expectation on them, that like I'm, you know, it's like honestly probably creepy, just a little bit. I mean, it happens. I don't think I'm, as far as guys go, I think I'm on the less creepy side, right? But it's still not, just not a, like, who does this help? Who does this help? Trying to use another person to fix your own problems, right? Your own feelings of loneliness, of a lack of fulfillment, right? And then almost blaming them when it doesn't go well, right? Maybe not blaming them, or blaming yourself, right? Either way. No, so I can't even finish this video. I don't want to. I'll fill out, you know, I have the audio part more or less for what I want, and I'll put in some freaking anime clips or movie clips or whatever, because that was the vibe, I guess. But like, you know, no, like I can't. It's not right. I lost the emptiness, and all of a sudden, why am I obsessing over this one person like they're completely irreplaceable? Like if I don't, like every little thing they do matters so much to me, right? Like, and stressing over how I respond to text messages, or like, you know, just little things, or like in person, like freaking out and completely losing my composure as a human being. That's not fair to them either, right? No, it's not. What am I doing? And like, when I'm not complete, when I feel that need, that desperation, it feeds itself and grows it, right? But I think the second you lose it, you see like, what am I doing? What am I freaking doing, dude? And I think that I've never been able to get over crushing on somebody. Like when I crushed on people before, it would just never disappear really, unless it was replaced by somebody else, or I was rejected, which has only happened, I guess, once, because normally I just don't say anything. I let it linger for my entire life to this point, really, right? So it's like, no, I'm just, I'm so happy. Like, I've never felt like this before. I've never felt so freed before. Freed from this longing, right? And, you know, maybe I feel like this today, I feel like this now, right? Maybe I go to sleep, I wake up and it's all back again, right? Her voice, her eyes, her hair, her nose, her face, her laugh, right? Maybe it all comes back, right? Yeah, and I'm back to limbering. Maybe, right? Maybe can't rule it out completely, but or maybe I treat this person like a normal fucking human being, and I actually connect with them because of that, and then maybe something happens, maybe, right? And that would be great, right? But I don't think I can ever see myself willingly going back to this limbering kind of like submitting myself to this imaginary person. Girls, they're just girls, right? It's so freaking cliche to say, but like, I don't ever want to rely on somebody or something else to feel like I'm a complete person. I'm just grateful, you know. I've discussed this with a friend, and the way we call it is we mistake the girl for God. And I discussed with another friend today, and he said, "Oh, like idolatry." And I said, "No." Oh, I said, I thought about it. I was like, "No, it's not. It's actually more than idolatry. It's not idolatry, because with idolatry, in my mind, I know it's not God, yet I go after it anyways, right? I know money is not God. I know, you know, my friends and my like, you know, like my job or like YouTube subscribers. I know that's not God, but with a girl, you can truly mistake it as a reflection of God, right? As a depiction of, you know, like creation, right? I don't know. Like, you can mistake it. We can, at least we have been, right? It's so strong that I give it another level, another entire level above, let's say, idolatry, right? And no, that's girls, they're just girls, right? It's so freaking cliche to say, but like, I don't ever want to rely on somebody or something else to feel like I'm a complete person. There's a lot of people, a lot of guys, right? Probably girls too, right? Like struggling with limbering, right? Struggling with crushing on people, struggling with loneliness, struggling with what it feels like to not have love, or even worse, maybe to have love and not be able to pursue it, right? So maybe like have been in love with somebody, truly in love, like in a relationship and in love, and yet not have it work out and yet still love them even after it ends, right? Because, you know, as much as I criticize philosophy today, I think there's some truth to the fact that when you love somebody truly, you love them as a singularity. You love them for them, not for what they are, but who they are. You love them because they are that unique thing you've chosen and committed yourself to love to. And that, I don't think that ever goes away. That never goes away. So it always hurts when it's still there and you can't act on it, when it can't happen. That's an infinite pain almost. So yeah, I think it's just really hard for everybody, right? This love thing.
Do you have a soulmate?
Yeah, I only love my bed and my mom, I'm sorry.